Okay, so I have a grocery haul, as you can see, all of those bags there, but I laid everything out to make it easier. So first thing I got is this veggie dicer. I hate cutting onion. I just don't like the way that makes your hands smell. Duh, wash your hands, but I just don't like it, okay? So I got some of these light tuna in water packets. I got some okay. I got some PB2 powder, which is just peanut butter, for so much more, less fat, less calories, etc. And then I got a thing of brown rice. We got some Greek yogurt. It's the Greek gods, honey vanilla. Huge thing of chicken. I need to go through and separate these pieces and individually freeze them instead of just freezing this whole thing together. It's just so much easier. And then I got 3 bags of this frozen mango banana strawberry blend. 1, 2, 3. And then I got 3 bags of the triple berry medley. 1, 2, 3. Got a thing of white onion, some fresh cauliflower, a watermelon moment. Those are falling. We got some baby carrots, 2 avocados, a squash, zucchini, celery, 2 bags of spinach, and a bag of collard greens. So this is my grocery haul. Now I have to put it all away. For these things, does anyone else have an exceptionally large amount? Literally just shove them in there. Okay, so my animals have a lot of toys, but I think it's time I go through them. Sometimes you need to do this. They get torn or they're old, you know, and they don't really honestly need this many. I only have 3 pets and it's just a lot. So I'm gonna go through them right now. Here's your toys. All right. So I just keep it in this cute little bin. What's up, Woosies? Hi, baby boy. Hi. Hi. You're so sweet. Yeah. All right, so the ones I'm keeping, I am going to show you guys. A turtle is so soft. A cute little frog on a lily pad. Rarity. Oh. What are you doing? She just tried to get in it. Oh my God. This one is all the way from Valentine's Day and it hasn't even been opened because I forgot all about it, so it's buried. But I am gonna keep it because Twinkie does like these like really small toys, so definitely keeping those, and Rarity likes them as well. This little pride unicorn, this pride bear that I actually got from my aunt. This cupcake that says puppy love. This little small green pea that came in like a peas in a pod type of deal. So I'm definitely keeping the eggs from inside of this, but I'm gonna get rid of this part. So keeping these. Look at this one. She got a toy. You play? This is a container because I'm actually getting out my Halloween stuff. Are you playing? Oh my goodness. I'm gonna get it. No, it's Twinkie. I'm gonna get it. What are you gonna do about it? Another little pea I'm gonna keep. This is a ravioli. So cute. Keeping. And then I'm also gonna keep this doodad. Hi, Myrtle. Because she likes to play with this. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Alrighty. That looks so much better. Huh, baby boy? So much better. It's time to get out my Halloween stuff. I have a few things. A few little cutesy things. Halloween decorations, not my favorite thing in the world, but I do have some things that I do like. So I think I'm gonna like decorate soon. So I have this Witch's Brew Poison Apple book. Unicorn, skeleton. Love me some fake pumpkins. This one's super cute. It's actually like fake leather is what it feels like. Same with this fella. We have a little mini version. And then we have this guy with some roses, a little carriage moment, a gate moment. We also have this lace pumpkin, these skeletons, a bejeweled pumpkin, pearly glass pumpkin, another glass pumpkin, whatever this guy is. Last but not least, some more books, cures, potions, poisons. So those are all my Halloween decor. Oh my God, I can't breathe. Okay, so I just got out of the doctor. I was supposed to have my doctor's appointment tomorrow, but it became like kind of an emergency moment. Thankfully, I was able to see my doctor today. I'm gonna have to explain everything. It's confusing, it's weird. I will say though, it feels so good outside. Like, it makes me want to go to a park. Okay, so I'm now home and I've been crying since the last clip. I got in the car, started crying, and then got home, started crying. I have other personal things going on in my life right now besides this. And I know, like, people have been saying I seem so unhappy and stuff. It's just, there's a lot of things that I'm not sharing, and I don't know if I want to, and I know speculation, I can't even talk, speculation. But regarding this medical thing, like, so I do keep a lot of things from you guys, and I know I said I'm not gonna talk about my fucking ankle anymore, and that was my goal, but it was a big part of my life, and I kept just like saying blah 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 ankle. Like, I never went into detail after I said I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I'm sorry, I look like my makeup looked pretty decent today, and the crying has made it not so decent. And the reason why it's bugging me is because I can see myself in the viewfinder, and that's, yeah, so I'm sorry about talking about my appearance. People hate when I do that. Okay, so there are a lot of things that I don't talk about with you guys out of fear, out of personal, like, stuff like that. And during my whole ankle debacle, all of a sudden, literally out of nowhere, I was having tremendous shoulder pain to the point of I couldn't move my arm. It was very scary. It radiated to my neck, and I was feeling it in my back, especially when I would breathe in. This was a couple weeks ago. I have had a EKG and no heart attack, no heart problems, none of that. So we don't have to worry about that. I just wanted to make that very clear before I kept going, because I know that sounds very like, okay, heart attack symptoms, but it has nothing to do with that. So I was struggling with that for a little bit, and I thought it was because of how I was getting onto the bed because of my ankle, because you don't even realize how much you use certain parts of your body to do certain things until you no longer can use said part of your body, or it hurts really bad to use said part of the body. And to get on the bed, I used my foot, my ankle, but I no longer could do that. And I am very big. I am super morbidly obese. So already, you know, you have to use a lot of strength and muscle when doing anything, really. So getting on the bed was really hard because I had to change how I was doing it, blah, blah, blah. So I thought that I had pulled a muscle or something like that. I wasn't experiencing any other symptoms until a couple days ago. So I want to say that the pain did go away, and that was after I was taking ibuprofen. I was going back and forth between heating it with a heating pad and icing it with like a little ice pack. So I was like, okay, so it was just like a pulled muscle, strained muscle situation type deal. But then it came back a couple days ago, and I haven't had to get on the bed in any weird way because my ankle is healing. It is almost healed. I'm so glad. I do notice that it's healed in a very peculiar words. It has healed in a very interesting way. I feel like it's a little bit more, my foot's a little bit more like this instead of like this. It's a little bit more like this. And actually that happens to a lot of people who heal from torn ligaments, and I had no idea. But I've been watching a lot of people's like experiences on YouTube with torn ligaments, especially in the beginning of when this happened. Hi, baby girl. So That is like normal, whatever. So yeah, we're doing pretty good along those lines. I was very worried because the pain was so bad that I was forever going to have ankle problems. I was so scared that it was going to be like a bed-bound situation like 2019, where I was just like months and months and months on end just in bed, and it's not quite like that. So a few days ago, I started having the pain again. It started just a little bit in my shoulder, but nowhere near as bad as it was. And then like when I breathe in, my, like where your lung is, bro, like in your back, it is this sharp pain. And not only do I feel that, but it feels like my lung is like thumping once I reach, especially once I reach that like right there, because I did like a deep breath, whatever. So obviously those things are not normal, especially now I have like a little tiny bit of a cough. It's not like 24/7, it's, you know, no mucus is coming out. It's very like dry, and there is a little bit of a cough, and it's mainly when I get up, walk or something, and I have shortness of breath. So those things are scary for anybody. So I went to the ER, EKG, normal. Blood work, normal. X-ray, normal. So the only reason why I went to the ER is because I called my doctor's office. I love my doctor. Absolutely amazing. Phenomenal. Best doctor I've ever had, honestly. So I wanted to see my doctor, obviously, instead of going to the ER, but there was no appointments. And they literally said, those are your symptoms, go to the ER. So I listened. I know a lot of people were mad that I went to the ER, which is so freaking odd to me, because if you have shortness of breath with shoulder pain, back pain, all of those things, that's not those are not like normal things, especially when you're my size. You know, as soon as I got to the ER, they did the EKG within 2 minutes of me being there. They said that when you come in with symptoms like that, they need to take it seriously and urgently because it's so scary. So I do not feel bad for going to the ER. I don't want to feel invalidated in that. Like, I was terrified. So after the ER, you know, it says follow up with your, you know, healthcare provider, your doctor. So I instantly called and made an appointment for Tuesday. And today's Monday. I woke up, and when I tell you, like, my breathing was not normal. Like, it felt wrong. You know, when I breathe in, like that sharp pain with the weird thumping, that's just for the lack of a better word, I guess, because I don't really know how to explain it to the best of my ability. So I was like, you know what? I need to call the doctor, see if she can fit me in for today. If she can't, that's fine. We can continue with tomorrow, because I know how busy doctors are. If she can't, oh wait, the doctor's calling me. Hold on. Okay, so the doctor did fit me in for today. She said she's going to look at my D-dimer, which when I went to the ER, that's what they should have checked, especially because the symptoms that I had. So she was like, I'm going to look and see if they did your D-dimer. If it's normal, then obviously it's not a blood clot. But then if it's a little elevated, then it's something we need to look into. So she said, I'll call you, which she just called me. And because she wanted to look at all my results. She wanted to look at my blood, my x-rays, my EKG. So just keep in mind that when I went to the ER, they said, oh, that's normal. And in my heart, I felt like they were wrong. This has happened before. When I had gallstones, they said I didn't, even though I did. They said I was too young, so they didn't want to do the ultrasound. But I was like, you guys, something's not right. I ended up being right. I had gallstones. Same with my uterine cancer. I just kept getting diagnosed with a UTI. They said that's 9 times out of 10. That's why people bleed in their pee. I don't know. It was just, oh my God. So it's like when I feel like something is wrong, I know that I need to be an advocate for myself. And I just feel 9 times out of 10, just as a morbidly obese person, we don't get the same healthcare. Even Dr. Now, from 600 Pound Life, he's like so honest about it. He's like, people who are bigger get discriminated against, so they don't, you know. So anyways, I don't want to get into that right now. That's a whole other topic for a different time. So I have to be an advocate for myself. I'm not saying that these people I've seen are discriminating against me. Doctors aren't perfect. They're not robots. I love them. I appreciate them. Without them, like, what would we do? Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't want people to twist my words. It's just like, when you know something's wrong, you know something's wrong. My doctor just called me after she looked at my stuff, and she said they did not do a D-dimer. which I don't know why they wouldn't have, because she even said that. She's like, you know, show signs of possibly having a blood clot in your lung, so they should have done that, but they didn't. And something actually was found in my x-ray, and for some reason at the hospital they didn't tell me. Part of my lung, God, I just feel like it's never ending. I don't know. Part of my lung is collapsed. The bottom of it. And it's like, is that what's causing all this? And my doctor said if your breathing gets worse, then that could be a bad thing. And she said if it doesn't, then we might be okay. But it's like, why wouldn't the ER tell me? I don't understand that. Like, partially collapsed lung, like a collapsed lung is kind of a scary thing. She just said the bottom of it is collapsed. That's terrifying, and I just don't know what to do with that information. She's referring me to the CT place so I can get a CT scan. So I actually have to call today and make an appointment myself. I'm just really, like, this is so much on top of what I'm already fucking going through. Like, what? When it rains, it pours. Like, I want to believe in, like, tarot readings and whatever. Like, I was on TikTok scrolling through, like, a week ago, and it said, if you find this, it's meant for you. You're going to be coming in with lots of good luck. Good things are going to happen to you. What type? Like, obviously not tarot reading. Like, I just feel so scared, and I don't even think I've processed collapsed lung. Like, what do I do with that information? Like, what do I do? I'm genuinely, like, scared. So, yeah, I'm going through it. I'm sorry my vlogs are not fun, y'all. I'm sorry. This is real life. Like, so many people keep complaining your vlogs are so boring. You seem so sad. My job is to fill my life. And I'm sorry, but I'm fucking going through it. So that's what you guys are gonna see. And I hope that I can come out of this and just be happy and healthy. Because that's, like, the only option that I want is happiness and healthy. And I don't know. Like, I was very worried because, you know, I've had uterine cancer, and what if, you know, it was lung cancer? Like, obviously those thoughts are in my head because of things that I've gone through in the past, and I don't know. I'm just really scared, you guys. Just please keep me in your thoughts. And if you pray. Just please, good fucking energy. That's just what I need right now. So, like, I would greatly appreciate it. Like, truly.